Hello, thank you for joining me again. Habits. I don't mean riding habits, I mean habits that we have. Some people might find endearing. When my son was younger, he used to sort of look at you like this if he was putting on an act or if he'd done something wrong. And it became a habit with him. So he used it in all circumstances. So it lost its beneficial effect that it had originally. But I had a friend who had the habit of going very often. And we went to the cinema. We didn't go together. I went with one friend, she went with another, not knowing that the other person was there. And we were on one side and they were on the other. And I could hear, I thought, I know who's here. So, yeah, it can be a telltale. It can be blooming annoying. Like snoring, but snoring usually isn't a habit. It's got a medical something going on in the background that leads to the snoring. Though when I had to share a bedroom with my son when I went on one of his flights with him, I was shouted at and a pillow lobbed across from his bed to mine. "You're snoring, shut up. I've got to get up earlier than you because I've got to go out and fly." Right, okay, fine. And I didn't mention that he was busy sawing logs, i.e. snoring very loudly. I bit my tongue and tried hard not to snore, which meant trying hard not to actually nod off to sleep. But there are some habits that I have that annoy me. And I had a new kitchen put in about 5 years ago. It's probably more. I've been saying 5 years for a couple of years, I think. And it's my pride and joy because the old kitchen was old. And I changed the format. The kitchen sink moved its place and the clock ended up on a different bit of wall. But 5 years or 5 years plus, I still look at that same bit of wall where it used to be. And then it's, oh, you silly thing. Because the clock now is one of those huge, great big skeleton ones that you couldn't miss if you were riding on a horse through the kitchen at great speed. So is it a habit? Why do I do it? But there is a sort of something else going on here that when I left work, I was given one of those little things that you put on the wall with the sayings. Laugh long, laugh loud, live long, love well, or something. So every time I look at the clock, I see that instead and I think, maybe it's, just maybe, it's somebody sending me a message. Forget the time. You've got a watch on, you've got clocks on the cookers, but I never look at those for the time. I always either look at my watch or at the huge, great skeleton clock. But driving, I find difficult because I'm hopeless with numbers. I cannot remember road numbers. So to get from A to B before there was sat-nav, I would navigate by big signs There was one for Fodens factory just outside Holmes Chapel, and oh, I love seeing that, because coming through from Manchester, when we saw that, I knew that we were on our way to holidays. And then to end up living just a couple of miles down the road from it, that stirred quite a few memories. Nice ones. But I would navigate by things like that, churches, of course, pubs. And then if they demolished a pub, I would just keep driving past where I should have maybe turned right or left because I hadn't come to the pub. A creature of habit. And I would then end up turning round because I realised I didn't recognise that area at all. Usually on a busy road that wasn't easy to turn round on, so there was lots of mumbling. And boy, was I ever glad when sat-nav came in. But one of these days I'll update mine so that when I'm on one journey where there's a stretch of new road, it won't be going, turn round, turn round, turn round when convenient, as I, according to them, am ploughing across a grassy field. It always makes me laugh. But what habits do you have? Do you have some that you think are endearing, yet might really annoy, I was thinking of my words very carefully, annoy others intensely? I wonder if we have the courage to ask others about this, or if they have the courage to tell us about it. Maybe if it's your partner or your brother or sister, then you readily throw at them, do you know, that really, really me off. So have a think. And I will endeavour to stop looking at my sign on the wall and use the skeleton clock instead. That's what it's there for. On that note, take care, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now. Bye.